Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, jury? It's Ace.
And I'm Zero.
So today we want to talk about with the news that Nintendo is trying to appeal to both the casual and core gamers with the NX. So Zero, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, if we have anything to look at, we have, it's most likely going to be some sort of gimmick, that captures the casual audience, and of course, as with always, it'll be the games that take the core gamers, right? We see this with the Wii, which had, motion controls, and that printed money, and we saw it with the 3DS, which I don't think anybody uses the 3D on the 3DS anymore, but nonetheless, it's still a popular console, right?
Yeah.
If anything, the whole rumors of it being a console handheld hybrid, would probably work in Nintendo's interest. Especially since, of course, they've always dominated the handheld market, regardless of whether even if the PSP holds no candle to the 3DS, right? The PS Vita.
Oh no, yeah. PS Vita.
Nobody even talks about it anymore. It's like it dropped off the PS Vita.
The Vita is a JRPG machine at this point.
Yeah, unless you're a weeb or you're from Japan, there's Vita for you, I guess, right? That being said, I really like those kind of games, so.
So that's in his. That's up your alley, so. But not for majority.
That aside, right? And we see now with the release of Pokemon Go and its major success, Nintendo is easily capable of capturing the mobile market too, right?
Yeah.
So being able to take advantage of that, right? Being able to bring in the handheld audience into their main home console audience too would be a very good advantage for them. So I'm pretty sure that's actually maybe the rumors are true.
Yeah. How do you think the hybrid aspect of it? How do you think that's gonna bring in the casual people? Like, are they gonna be curious about it? What kind of games do casual people even play? Probably like
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go on NX, right? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like something like Pushmo. That would be really good for the casual audience. Also, Nintendo could put Angry Birds on the NX since we already have Angry Birds on the 3DS already. So why not?
Right, and they also have Puzzles and Dragons too, right? So I don't see why not.
So the appeal of NX is, casual games such as Pushmo, Puzzles and Dragons, and whatnot. And then the fact that it's a mobile device with the power of a home console, and that'll bring in the casual audience.
Right, it makes sense, right? Most of them are, already on on their phones, right? On the go. They don't really have time to sit down and on a home console. So, and that's the, reason why I prefer handhelds, because, we're college students now.
Yeah.
We don't have time to
sit down, play 6 hours, more of the pick up and play games, that appeals to the casuals.
Exactly.
Which there's nothing wrong with being a casual gamer. Like I'm kind of off and off on gaming too, So what do you think about the appeal to the hardcore gamers?
As with anything, it ultimately comes down to the games.
Games.
At least for Nintendo, because when you think about it, when you think of core gamers and Nintendo, we tend to be the people who buy the console regardless. We can look at the Wii U, for example. The only people who really bought the Wii U were die-hard Nintendo fans.
Yeah.
And it became apparent that there really aren't enough left.
What I'm hoping they're going to do with the NX to appeal to the core gamers is, port over Super Smash, Wii U and 3DS, bring in the Game of the Year edition. I don't know what, with all the DLCs and whatever.
Right.
That will bring in some core gamers along with the casual.
And of course, another big thing, third-party support, right?
Yeah.
That's something that the Wii U desperately needed.
Desperately. Core gamers, they want their Call of Duties, they want their Madden, but they also want, good third-party games such as Square Enix, Square Enix support like Final Fantasy, Metal Gear, Ubisoft, they just Assassin's Creed, they just need the games. Yeah, thing is, if Nintendo can capture both these demographics, which is gonna be hard, I'm kind of on the side where it's you kind of have to appeal to one or the other.
Right. But if you try to appeal to both, you might end up just being whatever.
Whatever,
right?
And no one wants it. So similar to the Wii U.
Right. Because it's being a jack of all trades, but the master of none, right?
Yeah, exactly. the 3DS kind of is like that, but I kind of feel like there's kind of like that that appeal to core gamers that really like him, because like Monster Hunter's there, so
Right.
is you know, Pokemon, Kid Icarus. Like there's just a bunch of great games on that system. So like I guess the 3DS is the closest to having both audiences, but I feel like the mobile market still, most casual people only have phones. So like
Right.
that's what I'm feeling.
You know what I've always said? Nintendo should start making phones.
Exactly, that'd be
That
pretty
would be
cool.
the best.
Didn't Sony kind of have something
Oh
similar?
yeah,
to that?
Sony has the Xperia, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
But of course,
That'd
that
be pretty cool.
you know, nobody really has an Xperia.
yeah, I guess maybe Nintendo saw that and was like, nope, we're not gonna risk that.
Oh yeah, that totally makes sense, doesn't it? Like, if my 3DS was also a phone, right?
That'd be pretty cool.
It plays games and I could use it for practical purposes. And it's pretty cheap compared to other phones.
Oh yeah, but battery life. Think about that though.
The 3DS battery life is amazing.
It's like 7 hours, right?
Yeah, I mean, of non-stop gaming. I'm assuming if you put it in sleep mode, which your phone is usually in sleep mode anyways, right? Or like not on, the display's off, right?
Yeah.
It lasts more than a day.
It's decent. Yeah, I give it to 3DS for that, especially the new 3DS. I heard the battery life is pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that ends our discussion. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Please hit that like button, comment down below your opinions, and subscribe if you haven't already. This is Ace,
And I'm Zero.
and have a stellar day.